whoever, if it's just a conversation between us or if we have somebody on, I want them to feel like they can express themselves and their experiences the way they remember it and in their truth, because that is the truth. We gotta let the people hear what they need to hear, not what they want to hear.
Now we know some things about being black men and also growing up in a black household, where you don't get to share all those things. You don't get to share all the stuff that we classify as generational trauma. Or,
Yeah.
like I say, you go and have the black experience and experience black PTSD.
My brother, did you say 15 years?
Yeah, man. Been preaching.
I did not know that.
You didn't know I've been preaching
No.
15 years, man?
Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome to Square Bidness, the podcast where real talk meets real moves. I'm your host, Rodney Sorrell, and this is the spot where we break down the hustle, the game, and the grind behind business, culture, and everyday life. Every episode, we dive into topics that matter, from money to mindset, street smarts and strategy, featuring interviews, insights, and story from the people actually out here making it happen. So sit back, turn the volume up, and let's get into some Square Business.
We got it. All right. So we just gotta make sure to add that piece and about us being the co-founders of Square Business, I guess, or whatever the case may be. It's really you. I'm just added. I'm like the purse since we women today.
All right, I'll try the other way. Hey, welcome back, guys, to the Square Business Podcast. My name is Rodney Sorrell.
So my name is Curtis Adams.
We are the co-hosts and founders of the Square Business Podcast. We're gonna run back episode 1, essentially, just give you a brief overview of what we want the channel to be about. We definitely want it to be something positive, not just focusing on all the negative things that go on in the world. Instagram tells all, so I feel like we get enough of that on a daily basis, so why not talk about positive things and try to work to be better people and improve the community as a whole.
Yeah, y'all kind of saw the introduction in our more relaxed space. We were out on the golf course, new area.
Yeah.
Reminds me of the time we went golfing in there, and the one lady came up to us, and she had a black son out there, and she was like, it was good to see black men out there golfing and being in a new environment. So we did that introduction, but now it's not always about being in the relaxed space. Square Business, talks about being in a relaxed space, but also being in a professional space. So this is more, personal, one-on-one, professional kind of introduction. So I say a little bit about myself. I'm a preacher, I'm a chaplain, mental health advocate. So one of those things that we are looking at as we continue to go into these episodes is maybe touching on some of the life goals and life things that we dealing with, but also, touching in and connecting with y'all.
Yeah, for me specifically, I just want to talk about, my journey through life as a man, as a business owner. I'm the sole proprietor of RS Photography LLC, based in Beckley, West Virginia, which is presenting this podcast to you. So I'm very excited about that. I've officially been in business for 3 years now. I've been doing photo and video for close to 6 years now, and I've grown exponentially, but I have a long way to go. There's a lot of things that I still don't know that I'm ready to learn, and I just appreciate all of you guys' support. And on the podcast, then, like I said before, we already have 2 episodes out. Check those out if you haven't already. We appreciate all the love that we've been getting, and the receptiveness to our videos, man. I feel like this is going to be something big, and I feel like it's necessary.
Definitely.
The people need to hear it, definitely want to talk about positive things, and some things, we'll touch on the negative things every now and then, and some topics we might ruffle some feathers, but that's okay. Can't please everybody, and when you're sharing your story, I feel like whoever, if it's just a conversation between us or if we have somebody on, I want them to feel like they can express themselves and their experiences the way they remember it, and in their truth, because that is the truth. And I don't want to put any censorship on us or on anyone else. And because that just goes against the grain. It's called the Square Business Podcast. We standing on business,
Yep.
so we got to let the people hear what they need to hear, not what they want to hear.
Yeah, I think when we think about how this even came to be, it was really just a conversation,
Yeah,
and we kind of blew up and was like, "Hey, man, you know, we know some things about being in a small town. We know some things about being black men, and also growing up in a black household. Where you don't get to share all those things. You don't get to share all the stuff that we classify as generational trauma, or
yeah,
like I say, you go and have the black experience and experience black PTSD.
yep,
It happens in every household, but it's not just about being a black person or whatever the case may be. We have things that go across southern groups, Appalachian region. So we kind of want to bring y'all into the space to have a conversation. Just a little bit more background on myself. I mean, I've been a preacher for 15 years, but one of the things that I like doing is cultivating what I say is a brave space. So when you cultivate a brave space instead of a safe space, it gives that understanding of like bringing out courage to have those rough conversations that's gonna ruffle them feathers,
yeah,
right? So we want to have that space to be able to share our opinions, share our thoughts, and also, receive the criticism because not everybody's going to agree with what we say. Not everybody's going to believe in what we are sharing, but that's also why we have the comment section, or we want to hear y'all feedback, because this doesn't just need to be a dialogue between the two of us, but we
yeah,
want to bring in our community, maybe highlight some people in the community that are doing the work that might go overlooked.
yeah. So on our videos, if you don't mind, please hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel, drop things in the comments that topics that you might want to hear about. Just share your thoughts with us. Let us know where your head is at. Because that's the whole point of this, is just to connect with you guys and hopefully bring forth some things that you can relate to, and maybe it'll help you uh, make it to tomorrow. You know, that's what it's all about. But
Yeah.
my brother, did you say 15 years?
Yeah, man. Been
I
preaching.
did not know that.
You didn't know I've been preaching 15 years,
No.
man? Yeah, man. So, you know, a lot of people don't know, but I've literally this past year, maybe 2 years, people have really just started hearing me preach.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I tell them like, yeah, man, I've been preaching since this year, and and they're like, you've been preaching that long? I said, it's
Yeah.
one of those things where, I'm sitting in front of the camera now. I don't like being in front of people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like to, always share my accomplishments, so to speak. So when we talk about being in this ministry stuff, like, yeah, I might post a silly thing here on Facebook or whatever. Like,
Mm-hmm.
uh, but I say sometimes we all have those like special things about us.
Yeah.
Like we were talking before, how I just shaved my head a little bit, for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It's because there are certain things that are near and dear to my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Having my mom or family members that are breast cancer survivors.
Yeah.
I kind of put some of that stuff out there, but Square Business is one of those spaces where you might get to know a little bit more about me. You might get to know a little bit more about Rodney. You never know what an episode is going to bring. And, if there's topics out there that's worth speaking about, or we'd love to speak about, we want to, instead of pour out and take out from everybody, but more so pour in and pour out to other people. But
Right.
in order for us to pour out, we have to first pour into self. And I think that's a lot of things that we're going to talk about is how do you pour into self, especially when you're running on empty.
Yeah.
Because, we talk about you can't pour from an empty vessel.
Right. Right. So, like I said, guys, please just keep showing us the love so we can keep bringing you this content. We appreciate you so much for watching, and we can't wait to share more with you and learn and grow with you. Until then, Square
Square
Business.
Business.